Hi everyone, it's Tim again, and today I'm going to talk about amalgam fillings. Amalgam fillings are mercury entrenched silver fillings, as you see here in this photo. A couple of teeth that leach into the body systems, and it's kind of cool that you can actually kind of see it in this photo. That is actually staining from the mercury, where the mercury is actually leaching into the body. But that's fine. Anyway, that's not really what I'm here to talk about today. What I'm here to talk about is how to protect yourself from the mercury. I want to offer you an alternative for those of you who cannot afford a holistic dentist that will remove them. It's a very expensive proposition, and it's something that's not affordable to everyone. Holistic dentists themselves are generally very expensive. When you talk about removing amalgam, that process is very expensive, and it's not that they are ripping you off, it's that equipment is so expensive that they need in order to protect your safety. So don't be too hard on those guys. But anyway, that is always going to be the best bet, a qualified holistic dentist who can remove them both efficiently and safely. But for those of you who can't afford it, there are other options. However, I first want to respond before anybody brings out the skeptic in them. There's many people I see that there's a big push to try to get the whole mercury is not dangerous thing going. Sorry, mercury is dangerous. I don't care if it's in your mouth or it's in a vaccine, and I'm about to prove that to you because I'm going to shut the skeptics up right now. Completely undeniable. And you don't have to believe me when I talk about methylmercury and mercury within the mercury fillings. How about you believe the scientists of the government of Prince Edward Island? Because here's what they have to say about amalgam fillings. This is right on their website. My browser is open to it. They say dental amalgam is a silver-colored material used to fill cavities in teeth. It is made of liquid mercury and a powder coating of other metals and minerals. Mainly consists of liquid mercury. Okay, they admit it, they agree with it. So, dental amalgam is a waste which needs to be managed to avoid the release of mercury into the environment. Of course it does. We can avoid releasing it into the environment, but it's okay to apparently to release into the human body. Well, not even they believe that, and they're about to tell you that themselves. Mercury is a toxic, persistent, bioaccumulative substance. Bioaccumulative substances build up or concentrate in organisms, and then they clarify organisms by describing them as people, yes, people, fish, animals, etc. We are the people that they're talking about. So they acknowledge that it's dangerous for people, in their own words. In water, which we mainly consist of, dental amalgam changes into highly toxic form methylmercury, which accumulates in fish and other aquatic animal life. It's not just fish and other aquatic life. We are mainly consisting of water. It's water in our saliva that mixes around these silver fillings or mercury fillings, amalgam fillings, constantly, never-ending supply around it of water that converted into methylmercury. When this happens, as they state, it can damage the central nervous and reproductive systems. Absolutely. Well documented. Proven. So many studies that it's undeniable, but there's still skeptics out there that call people like us conspiracy theorists and followers and hippies and whatever. But anyway, I call us fact finders, real truth seekers. Okay, I'm not going to get into that. Sorry, if I get into that, I'll be here for an hour. But anyway, let's just go back. I'm going to stop right there on that subject. A little bit sensitive for me. But anyway, that's fine. So here we have our amalgam filling. So again, the best option is going to be proper and safe removal by a holistic dentist. Most people, or a lot of people, however many people, can't afford that. It is a very expensive undertaking. So what I want to provide you with today is an alternative that is not the best solution, and I'm not claiming that it is, but it is a viable solution, the next best viable solution. And that is silica. Silica is also a natural mineral that is bioaccumulative, just like mercury, which binds to metals in the human body. But not only does it bind, but it accumulates or compounds, meaning that each exposure compounds up top of itself, or it continues to layer itself over top of itself. By doing so, silica, which is much like silicone caulking that you use, that silicone will seal in the amalgam fillings and prevent leaching of the mercury, methyl mercury, whatever you want to call it. So this is going to be your best option. So now I'm going to answer the questions very quickly for what everybody asks. What is the dosage to take, or the potency? The potency is going to be a 6x potency. The dosage is going to be 1 tablet for every 50 pounds of body weight, 3 times per day for the first month, after the first month, it will be 2 times per day. So it'll be 1 tablet for every 50 pounds of body weight, 2 times per day. Now this is, when I talk about potency, I am talking about minerals with a negative ionic charge, and I cannot stress enough, and I know it's hard to get through people's heads to understand this, but even Schussler himself talked about the requirement of negative ionic energy. But that's fine. I'm going to break that down for you very, very quickly. Minerals with a negative ionic charge, when taken sublingually, attract to the blood cells. Mixed with the saliva, attract to the blood cells. So we have a negative ionic mineral in the saliva. We have a positive ionic charge in the blood cells. Literally, opposites attract, magnet to metal. The blood cells then carry the mineral to the rest of the cells in the body. If it does not have a negative ionic charge, that means it bypasses the blood cells, goes straight to the gut. Most of it is destroyed or lost, and leaves the body as waste, never makes it to the cells of the body. So yes, you can take the mass-manufactured brands with no negative ionic charge, but I want you to literally, and this is not an exaggeration, this is what I'm saying, I mean very literal. If it's going to be if you're going to take a negative ionically charged version of silica, then you'll take 1 tablet for every 50 pounds of body weight, 3 or 2 times per day, as I just described. If it does not have a negative ionic charge, in order for it to be functional, because you're going to lose 90% of that mineral, you will literally be required to take 10 times as much. And that is why you're seeing these mass-manufactured brands offering very little, I just made that word up, very little effect, to have very little positive effect on people. People notice some differences, of course they do, because you're still getting about 10% of the mineral, but you're losing 90. And if you had the full, where the opposite, if you have a negative ionic charge, you'll only lose about 10. So I know this math is not right, and I'm not a mathematician, I'm not even going to try to be. So roughly, you're getting about 80% more of this functional nutritional medicine within your body that your body needs, or you wouldn't be taking it. Far more functional. So yes, 10 times, literally 10 times more. I'm just going to say it the way it is. I hate talking about it because people think that I'm trying to bash competition, and that's not what I'm doing. I'm trying to help your health, and the only way for you to be healthy and to get your minerals properly in the amounts that you need is to recognize the difference between minerals that do not have a negative ionic charge and minerals that do not. And how they affect your body and why you need more if you're going to take the ones without a negative ionic charge. So that was my explanation. Again, silica, get it from your local natural medicine practitioner or doctor. Every one of them should sell it. That's it, folks. I've probably gone on way too long with this and tripped over my tongue. I don't use a script. I throw up some pictures and I start talking. That's what you get today. That's it for now. See you next time. Bye-bye.